Hello, my name is Ayanya Mantri Wulandari. Today I will presentation about assessing speaking. While speaking is a productive skill that can be directly and empirically observed, those observations are invariably colored by the accuracy and effective of a test taker listening skill, which necessarily compromise the reliability and validity of an oral production test. Another challenge is in design of elocution technique because most speaking is the product of creative construction of linguistic string. The speaker makes a choice of lexical structure and discourse. If your goal is to have the taker demonstrate certain spoken grammatical categories, for example, the stimulus you design must elicit those grammatical categories in ways that prohibit the test taker from avoiding of paraphrasing and the rapid dogging production of the target form. As tasks become more and more open-ended, the freedom of choice given to test taker creates a challenge in scoring produce. In receiver forms, the elocution stimulus can be structured to anticipate predetermined response and only those response. In productive performance, the oral or written stimulus must be specific enough to elicit output within an external or perform such that scoring or rating procedure appropriately. For example, in the picture series task, the objective of which is to explain a story in sequence of events. Test taker could for a variety of plausible ways to tell the story, although which might be equally accurate. All of these issues will be addressed in this chapter as we review types of spoken language and micro and macro skill of speaking, then outline numerous tasks for assessing speaking. Basic types of speaking. The first is imitative. Imitative at one end of a continuum of types of speaking performed is the ability to simply parrot back a word or phrase or possibly a sentence. While this is a phonetic level of oral production, a number of productive lexical and grammatical properties of language might be included in the Schriterian performs. We are interested only in what is traditionally labeled pronunciation. No inference are made about the test taker ability to understand of convey meaning or participate in the interactive conversation. The only rule of listening here is in the short-term stroke of a probe just long enough to allow the speaker to retain the short stretches of language that must be imitated. Number 2, intensive. Intensive, second type of speaking frequently employed in assessment context is the production of a short structure of oral language designed to demonstrate competence in a narrow band of grammatical, phrasal, lexical, or phonological, such as prosodic elements in the intonation, stress, rhythm, and gesture. The speaker must be aware of semantic properties in order to be able to respond, but interaction with an interlocutor of the administration is minimal at best. For example, of intensive assessment tasks include direct response tasks, reading aloud, sentence and dialogue completion, limited picture code, tasks including simple sequence, and translation up to the simple sentence level. Number 3, responsive. Responsive assessment tasks include interaction and test comprehension, but at the somewhat limited level of very short conversation, like the stimulus is almost always spoken from in order to preserve authentic with perhaps only one or two follow-up question or replies. Number 4 is interactive. Interactive, the difference between responsive and interactive speaking is in the length and complexity of the interaction, which sometimes include multiple exchange and or multiple participants. Interaction can take the two forms of transactional language, which has the purpose of exchanging specific information, or interpersonal exchange, which have the purpose of maintain social relationship. In the 3 dialogue set above, A and B were transactional and C was interpersonal. Number 5, extensive. Extensive oral production tasks include speeches, oral presentation, and storytelling, during which the opportunity for oral interaction from listener is either highly limited, perhaps to nonverbal response, or ruled out altogether. Language style is frequently more deliberate planning is involved and formal for extensive tasks, but we cannot rule out certain informal monologue, such as casually deliver a speech. For example, my vocation in mountains, a recipe for outstanding pasta primavera, recounting of plot a novel. Micro and macro skill of speaking. In the previous chapter, a list of listening micro and macro skill enumerate the various components of listening that make criteria for assessment. A similar list of speaking skill can be drawn up for the same purpose to serve as a taxonomy of skill, from which you will select one or several that will become the objective of an assessment task. The micro skill refer to producing the smaller chunks of language, such as phoneme, morphemes, words, collocation, and phrasal unit. The macro skill imply the speaker focus on the larger element, fluency, discourse, function, style, cohesion, non-verbal communication, and strategies option. The micro skill and macro skill total route 16 different objectives to assess in speaking. Micro and macro skill micro and macro skill of oral production. Micro skill, the first produce difference among English phoneme and alloporic variant. The second is produce chunk of language different legs. The third is produce English stress method word in stress and understress position. Macro skill, the first apparently accomplish communicative function according to situation, participant, and goals. Number 2, use appropriate style, register, implication, redundancies, pragmatic conversation rules. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and bye.